Hi everyone, it's great to see everyone at WoW 5th ASO and user acquisition talks. This is a format in which we either analyze the monthly news and discuss around it, or analyze ASO in other apps. We started this format previously on the previous talks, and we will continue it today. And at the beginning, I'd like to introduce my colleagues from RadASO, Olha Hrek and Rodion Shpakov. They are one of the company's top ASO specialists. This meeting will be recorded and will appear in our YouTube channel, so you can subscribe on it. The goal is not to gather a lot of people on this meeting. We just communicate here, discuss, and share our experience, and then share this information in social media and etc. So there was no interesting news last month except for upcoming launch of Apple Search Ads in Turkey and 20 other countries. So we decided that today we are going to analyze your 3 mobile apps in ASO Analytics tool again. So you sent some apps in to us, some we choose. And I will be the first. Give me a sec, as usual. I'll share my screen and I'll start. So we choose 1 apps for all of us, for each of us. Okay, guys, do you see my screen? Yep.
Yes.
Okay, thanks. Okay, well, my app is Idanim. Oh, I don't know how to call it. Idanim. Anyway, it's a meditation and a sleep app. And let's start from analytics analysis, like from the beginning. I prepared it. It's market research. What we see here.
I'm sorry. You're showing Discord.
Oh, really? Wait a sec. I'll stop sharing and share it again. Oh, I see the problem. Yeah. Okay, now Discord again. Yes.
Yes, but now it's different.
Yeah. So now again, Idanim meditation and sleep app. So let's start. I prepared market research in ASO Analytics. I gathered competitors here to collected it to understand the market metrics. So the top regions for installs in this area are US, the US, India, Brazil, and United Kingdom. I want to highlight that it's not a positive thing that it is an obvious downward trend, obvious decrease in the downward trend in this area. So I can guess that this area is losing popularity. You can see here. So yeah, meditation apps and sleep tracking apps are losing popularity probably. Yeah, I checked it at the background and it's true. So they're losing search as popularity, this area. But anyway, you can see top regions here. In terms of competitors app, you can see that top competitors, it's like Shut Eye, Helm, Hello, Headspace, Lumosity. So it's like general information just for you guys, and let's go further just to analyze it deeper. I usually do it through apps section. Let's begin from text metadata. So it's a Google Play app. what you can see here, I prepared and I'll highlight it first, and maybe you add something. Yeah. So you can see there is only one description in English, but there is a lot of keywords in this category. I mean, in meditation and sleep tracking category. So, and in my opinion, one description it's not enough to cover all of them. So I would recommend make a few more English descriptions, English metadata to improve visibility. Also, I would recommend to do an experiment with your Hindi metadata in Hindi, because usually in India, all Indian people looking for some keywords search in the search using English. So it may improve conversion rate in India if you try it. But it's also, as far as I know, this information, I'm not sure, you can try. Usually in RadASO, we are preparing metadata for India on Hindi in English. So you can try also this moment. What about full description? You can see it here. It's well, at first glance, I would say, yeah, at first glance, the full description is well done, so it's not bad. It has normal density. I've checked it. Normal density of keywords, I mean. So I would add maybe some more emojis and highlight. I would highlight some headings. I mean, these headings would highlight it and do it bold, maybe. So basically, that's all if you're talking about text metadata. If you have something interesting, if you want to add something, guys, you can add it. But that's all, as you see. So, well, okay, I can say, instead of you, sorry, I can say that, of course, I would recommend to the app owner to prepare more and more localizations, yeah, because you can see 73 more localizations. So my general recommendation, do ASO for regions where there is traffic, where it has traffic. I mean, this area has traffic. So you have to prepare Portuguese, French, Spanish, and probably it will definitely improve indexing. So yeah, maybe you want to add something, or we go further.
Maybe I can add something about description. Can you tell me how much symbol in it to understand is it using full size or not?
Well, yeah, we can check it, but don't want to waste our time. It's about more
Yeah,
than
yeah.
3,000. It's about.
Yeah, I also recommend to try to make it a little bit smaller just for an experiment, because sometimes it's happened that if your description is smaller, your general keywords from your category and so on that you use in this description could can have better indexation. Yeah, so this is one of experiments that you also can make in it. And also just to tell the general recommendation to repeat keywords in your name, short description and description, so they have more weight. It's more weight.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. Maybe it will help. Yeah. Usually we are preparing more than 3,000 in our for our clients, for our apps, but sometimes it could be a good experiment. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's talk about screenshots and icon. You can see the icon above. Take a break, and I want to know your opinion, guys. First, look at it and tell me your thoughts about graphics.
First of all, it's not clear enough what's on mockups on these phones. It's like I see different icons and so on, but in general, maybe because I'm not the user of such app, but I can understand what's exactly in this app. Yeah, and maybe also it's like it a little bit looks like for me too too light. I don't know. There is no colors that can catch your eye. Yeah, something like this.
Mm-hmm. Got it. Olha, maybe you want to.
Yes, I would recommend to play a little with caption on the first screenshots and just with the first screenshot because, as I understand, we can understand from this first caption, it's like meditation application from India, but I suppose like developer wanted to say something with this caption, but for example, for me, it's not really clear. Maybe developer means some unique techniques from India, like maybe some Indian practices, unique Indian practices. So if developer would like to show it so that this application is good with this some kind of unique meditation content, so I would recommend to think about how to form this phrase in different way to make it more like attractive or or something like this.
Okay, great. What do you think about icon?
To be honest, icon is pretty interesting. I would not say that it's too bad. I think, but maybe if we check competitors, there are some details that you can use to show it more properly that this is meditation app. Maybe you better to add something or to change it a little bit. Because at first time when I see it, I didn't understand it immediately that it was like a man sitting on
I
his.
did.
And I'm not. And only when it took me like 15-20 seconds to understand. At first I thought that it was just some circles, but it's only me. Maybe I just need to be more. I don't know.
Well, yeah, I did
No,
too.
yeah, I wanted to say that pretty nice icon because first, yes, I immediately understood that it's like meditating person on this icon, and also pretty nice colors of this icon because this blue color is pretty calm, and for me personally, this color is associated with meditation niche and just combination of such a nice pastel blue color with white is pretty calm, pretty meditative. So I like, to be honest.
Yeah, I like the icon choose. The main problem in screenshots, like you mentioned, maybe I maybe agree with you. Maybe I would say that like caption on the first screenshot it's catchy, but everything below is not. Another captions, I would recommend to make it shorter. Just leave 3-4 words, main words. Also, I would remove like this tilt of smartphone, and like you Rodion said, this color, yeah, we have white color, white background, like gray background and white mockups and everything that's inside these mockups. I mean, so the mockup of the smartphone merges with the background in all screenshots. Well, except this. So it's a cool, by the way, it's a cool example to compare how you can see first screenshot and this screenshot with this guy with a black image inside and how it highlighted if we compare it. So also I would note that if mobile app developer, I mean this mobile app owner, want to target to the United States, not only on India, you need to show some Americans on the screenshots, not only Indian people, just to catch them to your app and to increase your conversion rate. Icon not bad, by the way, but it doesn't match with screenshots, only with this green button, and that's all. So maybe you have to merge it in some way. So it's my basic recommendations, our basic recommendations, yeah, for your screenshots. Okay, well, I want to see some installs and revenue. Okay, just talk about installs, and I see that we had a pretty good amount, pretty good number of installs, but it seems that its total number dropped, and maybe it's due to negative trends of this area, like I showed before. Maybe not, but it seems like this. Also, I prepared rank breakdown report, just a couple of words about it. And I choose United States and India, the main market for this app. Like India, you can see it here, like total number of installs. So for now, it's India. So yeah, and really in India, this app has some cool, some great top positions, but only there. So here you can see, I mean, like again, it's my my speech for mobile app developer, a mobile app owner. You can see your current visibility and how you can improve it, because you don't have anything in other countries, and follow our tips, these small tips. It will help you to grow and to definitely increase your visibility. Okay, maybe it will be all from my side about this app, because we have two more and about 40 minutes only. So I'll stop my screen for now. And who will be the next? Maybe Olga, maybe you will be second, because previously you were third.
Yes, okay, it makes sense. Okay, so let me share my screen. I hope it will work well. Let me know if you see my screen well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Today I would like to discuss this application you can see on your screens. The name of the application is Luminar, and it's for photo editing, photo enhancing, picture editing with artificial intelligence. Pretty popular niche in the world right now. So I analyzed the niche and also prepared some kind of market research for better understanding what the countries are the most popular for this niche, and also what the applications are the most popular, to analyze maybe some ideas from their optimization. First of all, let's watch the statistic for all the niche. And first, of course, what we can notice is the top country by both installs and revenue is United States. Also, we see in the top countries China, Brazil, and also United Kingdom by revenue is in top.
By the way, Brazil in revenue also like kind of in top. It's interesting.
Yes, I agree. And also, let's note it for the future, because I have some important recommendation for the app developer. As for the dynamics of the niche, we see that more or less it's pretty stable, and I'm not surprised. This niche is keeping popularity, and a lot of people use such kind of applications for photo editing and so on, and especially with help of AI. So yes, here I am not surprised. And let's watch statistics by applications. So by installs in the world, the most popular competitors are Canva, PixArt, and Me2. And by revenue, the same Canva, but on the second place FaceApp and the third place Facetune. Of course, these applications are pretty various by their main features, because some of them can also generate pictures and photos. Some of them can like apply mainly some interesting filters, like for example cartoon filters, anime, doll filters, and so on and so on. But mainly they all have this feature of photo editing as well, selfie editing. So that's why I consider these applications like direct competitors of the app I am analyzing today. And yes, in desktop also you can see a lot of pretty popular applications, like for example Facetune, Lightroom, Photoshop, even application from Photoshop, by the way, pretty good, optimized also for smartphones for quick photo editing. So yes, here you can more or less understand the situation with the niche. Like if you want to summarize the situation is pretty popular, and we have pretty a lot of like strong competitors with pretty huge amount of installs and revenue. By the way, if we will watch on numbers, Canva has 57 50, more or less 57 millions of installs, and about revenue is like more or less 189 millions. So we can understand how huge this niche is. Okay, so it's about niche and about this particular application, metadata of this application. I want to say that the situation with metadata optimization is pretty good, because we see that pretty a lot of localizations are optimized and are localized. We see that the biggest countries are took into account when this metadata were optimized, because we see English localization, we see Spanish localization, German localization, and Japanese. So these countries are pretty big in the niche by amount of installs. But as I said before, we should remember about Brazil, because Brazil is also one of top countries by installs, and revenue is very important. And we see that for this application localization, Portuguese Brazil is not optimized. So first of all, to improve your visibility in one of top countries, I would recommend to optimize this localization. And also, I can't see here your keyword fields because it's hidden. But as I understand, you have only one version of English localization in the App Store. But among like the biggest regions, we saw like for example both United States and United Kingdom. So at least for these two regions, you should prepare metadata separately, choosing the most popular search terms in both these regions. And one more thing about your metadata. Overall, I noticed that this metadata is optimized pretty good, but a little strange for me that together with this fact, I see that some of keywords are duplicated in title and subtitle. But in ASO, if we are talking about App Store, here is no point to duplicate keyword in text fields in one localization. Like for example, here we can see duplicated photo, here photo, here photo, title and subtitle. And in App Store, you shouldn't do like this. You should add the most prioritized search term to app title, and for subtitle less prioritized, and you shouldn't duplicate it, because as I said, you just use like more keywords for the same result. If we're talking about Google Play, yes, in Google Play it makes sense, but in App Store we should save this place for other keywords. The same here also in Spanish localization we see the photos, and in Polish localization we see zdjęć. So this also should be improved. It's speaking about text metadata of the application.
Can I add something? Just one source. Can you scroll down, please? I agree with you. I just want to add, maybe I would recommend to prepare also Arabic localization, because if you do Arabic, you will cover more than 10 countries just doing it, just preparing only this one localization. So yeah, and you will cover here. And I would recommend to prepare cross localization for Spanish. I mean Catalan. For Spain. Yeah, for Spain also prepare Catalan localization to cover more keywords there. But basically, it looks like they have an ASO specialist maybe, or they order some services. I don't know, ASO services.
Yes, I agree with you. When I saw this metadata for the first time, yes, I also thought that it was like optimized with some specialist. Okay, thank you for your edits. I suggest you guys to move to the screenshots, and maybe also I would like to hear your recommendations, your ideas, what you would improve in this screenshot set, and then I will share my thoughts about it.
Rodion.
I can say that maybe I can be mistaken, but when I saw other apps from this category, they were more bright. They also have different background. They also they shows like as an example of what they can do. And screenshots in this category, I think, must be a very, very I don't know how to say it. You need to work a lot with them because because this is your face about how your apps work, and you need to make everything beautiful, everything catchy, backgrounds, all these photos. Because I can see here there are some cool pictures on mockups, but still maybe you can add something like, I don't know, unrealistic, unbelievable. I mean, some photos of people made from different places that are more beautiful and more unusual. Yeah, and also about text. Of course, text is small. That's a regular problem for many screenshots. And yeah, for the first, it's this, like this.
Would you open app in the store, please? App page. Yeah, it will be better. I want to discuss with you, Rodion. Basically agree with you, but there is a big emphasis on video and I would say video covers this like problem that you mentioned. I mean, like beautiful backgrounds, beautiful images, and etc. So video, it's pretty good, on my opinion, of course. If we're talking about screenshots regarding them, I would make mockups lower a little bit. So I like cut them down a little. And of course, yes, this app has a big problems with captions, like you said. I agree. They're really small, and we need to make them shorter.
Yes, I agree with you guys. The only one thing I would like to discuss little more details about brightness of these screenshots. I think that Rodion is pretty right, because more or less 1 year ago, maybe little earlier, I noticed that it's pretty popular for the niche to create like not just bright, but I don't know how to describe the brightness of their screenshot sets. One of the first was Pinterest with their new set of screenshots, and I see that still top competitors use this approach in designing of the screenshot set. So I believe at least it can work if we just try to change concept just from like total brown background, but using instead of this using some interesting things like, for example, stickers, some phrases, some bright makeup if we are showing selfie editing and so on. So I believe it still can be a good idea, because when we see this screenshot set, for example, we also see here a video preview in the first place. But at the same time, pretty bright screenshot set, I believe it works pretty well for this application.
I agree. Maybe, I don't know, maybe they are targeting on a more serious audience, like a adult audience, because yeah, if we compare these screenshots with Photoshop screenshots and Canva, they're looking, I would say they prepare it for teenagers, maybe for younger people, for TikTokers and and etc. Yes.
Yes, but at the same time, who is target audience just overall of these applications? And to be
Yeah.
honest, in the video preview, they are showing process of enhancing for like pretty common stuff, like for Instagram, like sharing your vacation, sharing your selfie, just nice after nice picturing by some photographer and so on. So I believe they have more or less same target audience as most number of competitors. So at least it should be tested, yes.
Yeah. But their icon is matches with screenshots, I would say.
It matches, but about icon, to be I'm not sure, to be honest, because I was thinking about like icon as well, and I was thinking how it should be improved. And I noticed that if we are talking about the niche, the most popular competitors, they are showing mostly two things, or their brand name, or something like photo links on their icon.
Yeah.
Here I think is something like this how to call the slide because of picturing when you have flashing when you're taking a picture. So I think it's something like this. And I don't know, maybe you have some ideas how it should be improved.
Maybe if they're gonna change and test screenshots and they work better, maybe just change background from black to white with pink and different neon colors. Like, yeah, in general concept, I will leave the same, but yeah, you need to match with screenshots if they're gonna be changed. So yeah, only if I would I would say that you need to test screenshots first, and if they work, you can try to test different backgrounds for your icon, and they might be light and match at least a little bit with screenshots.
Yes, agree. I also have some other ideas about the screenshots. For example, as I understand logic of target audience, and I believe I'm more or less right, the most amount of people are who using this application, they are looking for applications for improving mostly photos of people by themselves, by their friends, and so on. That's why I think I was thinking about testing this approach when we are showing on the screenshot set more faces, more people, more smiling faces, and so on. And I also prepared some examples that I liked speaking about this approach, and pretty a lot of competitors who using this more bright approach in their screenshot design, they are also showing pretty a lot of nice smiling happy faces, and I believe it can really work. Or for example, you can also just make screenshots not only more bright but also more so-called emotional, like more happiness, some animals, for example, like here, some pictures with friends. So in this way, we will create nice associations with the application, with the process of photo editing. We will just create some good emotions in our target audience feedback.
Mhm,
Uh,
I agree.
and And the last recommendation I saw it in one of competitor screenshot set is seasonality, because I think it also can work pretty nice when we are showing not just process of improving some pictures and photos, but when we are showing how our application can be used for some occasions. Like for example, here we can see some Halloween stickers and so on. So yes, I believe it also could work pretty nice.
I also had an idea, and when I saw Lightroom about try to tell people about that this app is not so hard. Easy to use, because, for example, in this app store, you can see that every screenshot not tells you directly, but it tells like instantly, in a touch, quickly. So maybe it's also could help, because many people are not ready to get into this app to work hours with it, and somebody like just want to fix everything in a touch. Yeah, maybe that's
Yes,
also a point that you can add.
yes, absolutely agree. Thank you. Okay, I think from my side that's all, so we can move to the next application.
Yeah, really, really nice. Thank you very much, Olha. I want to
Thank you.
give you a clap. Let's try me Discord sub. Yeah, really cool, cool recommendations.
Thank
Rodion,
you.
your turn.
Yeah. Okay. So mm, you can see it. Yes.
Um, wait. Yep, yes.
hmm So my app is 365 Scores. It's an app about live scores, news, sports results, videos, and so on. So in general, I was glad to get this app, because I often use his competitor, Flash Score, and I have some ideas, and I understand better how this app works, and who wanted to use this app. So if we see at market research, we can see that there are a lot of users in United States and so on. But I will make a comment, because it's a lot of different sports in apps such like this, and even if app generally about sport, it often can be focused on football or basketball or something like this. And for example, when we see all these competitors, we can see that United States is the biggest country uh, with the most users in this category. But we can see that it's NBA, for example, that it's other different Yahoo and so on. So maybe United States took the big part because of NBA, but our app is more specific about football. So if we check it more, um, see it more detailed, we can see that more users can use this app in Europe and in South America. So basically, first of
Mhm.
all, I would recommend to if you are clearly that you are focused on football, that you need more pay attention on Europe and South America, because I don't have enough data, maybe if I get some specific apps for cricket and so on, we can see that.
Oops. Yeah, Rodion have some problems with his connection. Let's wait him for a minute. I'll test one more sound.
Yes, it's a really proper sound for disappearing of Rodion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we will be waiting. I hope that he will fix it soon.
Yeah,
Oops.
some
Oh,
Sorry.
welcome back.
It was my internet, I think. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry.
could you repeat your last thoughts, last conclusion, please? Because yeah, you had a really big problem with screen sharing and your speech.
Yeah, about countries. About countries or about
Now I see
citizen.
your
If we're
screen
talking
in
about countries,
really
so I
big.
would say that
Wait. Now it's okay. I'll turn off my camera because you are freezing a little, so maybe it will help, and maybe you'll turn off your camera also. Maybe it will help because the main stuff on the screen, so not our faces. Okay, let's try.
yeah, I will do it. Yeah. So what I was talking about is that apps in this category who focused on basketball should work more with the United States, Canada, and Australia. And for our app, because it more focused on football, he need to focus more Europe and South America because more users are from there. As you can see, for example, in America, for the score as an example, you only have 182, 92K, and just in Brazil you have 414K users. And you can see that in most of big countries in Europe, they have twice or three times bigger users for this app, for example. Yeah, this was my conclusion about countries that you need to focus on. And when we are talking about time, we can say that in summer this app is less popular. It's only things that you can have that only can make difference. It's for example like Euro that was last summer, maybe some World Cups, but they're usually not in summer. So yeah, in general, in summer there are less people. Yeah, and I think in this page that's all.
But less specifically from the United States, as I see.
Yeah, because in United States there are no. I think that in general in all countries. In Brazil, for example, it's still popular because Brazilian league are on like are live on summer. So yeah, they play in summer and in winter they are they have holiday, I would say, but they have a small holiday. So in general, for example, for Brazil, it's it doesn't matter. Is it summer or winter?
Okay.
Yeah. What about metadata? To be honest, this app is pretty big. It have 165,000 installs. It have good rating in, for example, on USA. And what about metadata textual? You can see that it's mostly done well because it have a lot of languages. But I have some points that you can improve to make your ASO better for your app. First of all is duplicating keywords. For example, in English, you can see use in title and you can see use in subtitle. Maybe you can use stats or some different keywords. Yeah, but to be honest, there is not too much duplicates. If I'm not mistaken, it's the only one duplicate that I saw. Yeah, and also second recommendation is, as I told, you need to focus on European countries, and you can add different language as Danish and Ukrainian because they're also part of it, and there's also countries that prefer football than basketball. Yeah, so maybe you see something that you can add about textual metadata.
Well, like on the previous app, I would I would say that this app need to do cross localizations, some cross localizations, for example, Catalan for Spain. Again, also, can you scroll down a little? Also, Hindi should be made in English in App Store, definitely. And if you scroll more, yeah, we can see that this app haven't prepared Chinese. So just prepared only one Chinese language, but for for soccer, for football, maybe it's this markets is not like really main, so it's not a big point.
Yeah, I agree with you, but I think there could be a problem that there are a lot, not a big semantic core, because to be honest, you can there are a few words that you can add that first comes to my mind. That's maybe life, but life can be not so relevant keywords because life could be more about life life videos. I mean, like I forget the word. Yeah, so in general, you should do cross localization, try to find new keywords, even if it's a little bit hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And also, it looks like they just automatically translate a lot of metadata in some localizations. For example, for Greek, uh, for for mm, for Arabic, for Hebrew. So I wouldn't be surprised if the keyword field is translated as well. So it looks like just automatic translation in some localizations. Maybe I'm not right.
Yeah, maybe. And also, I noticed another duplication in Hebrew. Uh, but yeah, yeah, I would recommend to check their semantic code to gather it for every uh, language and to work with it to update it because Google Translation is not always a good idea to work with your localizations. What about screenshots? Um, as you can see, they are like in general in category they are okay, but I have a few things to say about it. Maybe you can say it first. So I will ask you, what do you think about these screenshots?
Olha, maybe you will be first. I'm thinking. And
I
okay, can wait a second. Could you show an icon also, please, just for a moment? Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
Mhm. For me, first two screenshots, interface and first two screenshots looks pretty small. Maybe I would add some zoom in or some graphic elements that will be emphasizing some, like the most significant parts of interface. Also, I'm not sure that this font is the best decision that it could be, because yes, it's pretty big, but at the same time, I can't say it reads simply. No, maybe it's only for me, maybe it's because I'm looking at it on the screen. So I would maybe try to choose something a little bit different. And one more point is just overall, but here I think also some kind of seasonality can work. I mean, like when you have football season, like maybe some like Euro 20 something or something like this, or Olympic Games, and for each this kind of event, you can also optimize your screenshot set again to attract more audience.
You took it from my chan. I agree with everything, and maybe I would have nothing to add. Maybe just highlight captions. I don't know, just add some background. I don't know how to say it properly in English. Just add some background on the captions, but they're not really bad, so it could be worse. But okay, yeah, basically I agree with you.
And what do you think about an icon?
Well, uh, if we assume that it's a popular brand name, so it's not bad. Maybe it could be
Mhm.
better, yeah, some way. So, but basically, it's not bad.
Mhm. So in general, I understand your thoughts, and I would say that I agree with you. But I will say that as a user of this app, and uh, as as I see competitors how they use, I would say that mostly the biggest thing that users can watch at is about how this app uh, is this app modern enough. I mean, for example, I didn't open another competitors, but there are a lot of examples where they are all um, scary screenshots with some scary examples, mock-ups, and they looks like they made them 20 years ago and they didn't update them since. And the first thing that they will look at is how app is optimized and how it looks now. Because, for example, as you can see in other examples of top competitors, they in general use mostly the same things. They also have small captions. They only have some unique background. They just show it's in one words H2H news player profile. And in general, it looks like it's something not good. But as you can see, the app in general about how the text, all the icons, all players, icons, player faces, results, it looks pretty good. And the same at this story, at this page, you can see they also worked somehow with first two screenshots. I don't know, does it work good or not? But they also you can also see the small text, regular mockups, but this app in general looks uh, better and it looks modern.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, they have this zooming, so it works better, of course.
so in general, I agree with you. And also my recommendation is to, to zoom some icons, some events, to show it more clearly. Because to be honest, for example, the third screenshot, you cannot understand what is it because it's a big field on it. You can see the teams who are playing, but you only after a few seconds understand that below you can see who scored and so on. So yeah, I would like to recommend to work with screenshots to make them more beautiful and to zoom correct information because a lot of users wants to see stats, wants to see score, wants to see that you have this online updating about what happens during the match, and yeah, only this.
One question for you. Are you recommending adding some emotions like on your second example? I mean, people, some, I don't know, dynamic.
Um, to be honest, I'm not sure. Of course, you can try, but I think the uh, potential users, they are mostly of them are grown men that are just looking for an app that can show the statistic online correctly. And maybe for them, this screenshot will not be so useful because, and because of this, you can try, you can test it, but I think that anyway, just regular screenshots with information from the app will be better. But that's only my thoughts. you can test, you can check this, and yeah, and also this also about also about an icon. It's good icon because it's somehow popular brand, but just to make it more, I don't know, more beautiful, just a modern icon, just maybe to add some, to change some colors to make them looks better. I mean, not change color to the different color. I mean, make these blue numbers like brighter or something like this. Yeah. So this is my recommendations. That's our recommendations for screenshots. And what about what else? I think in general that all. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Let's turn on the cameras for the last time, guys. We'll test it. Okay, yeah. So I think everyone, thank you to my partners on this meeting, on these talks. We don't have time to the questions, sorry, who are listening us. But please leave your questions in our community and we will answer them later, definitely. That's the end of the meeting. Thank you. Have a good evening, everyone. Bye, bye, bye.
Thank you all. Bye,
Thank
bye,
you.
bye.